Okay. So that's great. Do you have, I mean, other than this show, do you have a favorite show of, I mean, I guess you always get, you might, is this your favorite or?
Well, I think every new play that we work on starts to become a favorite. You know, it's, because I love the first play we did together that I did with Charles, which was Queen Amarantha. And then the next play we did was Shanghai Moon, and then we did Die Mommy Die, and then, you know, I did a couple of productions of Allergist Wife, and then we worked on the third story, and now we're doing Divine Sister. We've just done so many things together, and I think I'm a big cheerleader for each production I do, whether it's with Charles or whether it's with somebody else. I just love everything, and I sort of always look back on each project with great affection and remember all.
Do you think like this show could move to an off-Broadway house or a Broadway house?
Oh, I don't know that. It's not for me to say.
Would you like it
but
to?
I just want a lot of people to come and see this show and have a great time, because really we just want to give people fun and make people laugh and you know, these rather perilous times that we live in, so we figure our small contribution can be to let a lot of people have a good time. And you know, and right now at Theater for the New City we're only doing 24 performances to sort of see what we have, and there's only 75 seats in the theater.
Really?
So it's
Very
really
intimate.
small and intimate, and that's what makes it so special. So beyond that, we'll see what happens. I always wish for good things for all of my projects, so we'll see what happens.
But you were involved with that benefit for Vampire Lesbian
that we did, Charles and Julie, for the Actors Fund.
Yes, and Bruce Valanche was in it, and Brent Barrett,
Cantone, and Rebecca Luker, and we had a marvelous time.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Seriously, I was just like crying. I was laughing so hard. My face was completely soaked.
That was a great night. It was really.
You directed that?
I directed that.
You're brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
You really are. You're a very talented person.
Thank you.
So yeah, that was just. How did you do that? Did you only have a few days to work on that?
Well, with the Actors Fund, we wanted to do a big benefit for them, but then, you know, it sort of became this very big thing where we decided to do a variety show in the first act and then Vampire Lesbians in the second act. So yes, we actually had, I think, 4 costume designers working on it because we had so many different sections, and we rehearsed dancers for about 5 days. So about 2 weeks out, we sort of like worked on the dance numbers, and then another week before we started with all the skits and
It looked like you worked on it for a year.
It was a lot. It was sort of like 6 months in the planning, and then 2 weeks of rehearsal, and then literally 4 hours to tech it in the theater, and then in front of an audience that night. It was pouring rain.
I remember.
And there was not a seat to be had in the theater. And I think that was just such an emotional experience for Charles and Julie, because it was such a celebration of friendship and collaboration. And that's the reason we did it, and that's sort of the spirit of the Actors Fund too. So that was perfect that we did that for them.
I want them to move that to Broadway. I'm serious.
We just need a couple of million.
A couple of million?
Just a couple of million
Okay,
dollars.
so producers out there,
listen,
you know, my friend Pat Addis, or some other producers out there.
Come and see the Divine Sister.
Come see the Divine Sister. Okay, thank you, Carl.